Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Accent Decelerator, the 10-lesson course that's going to help you reduce your accent and speak more clearly and concisely, making communicating so much easier for you and for everyone around you. Last class, we worked on the alphabet, but not just in a simplistic way. We really focused on the specific sounds each letter can make in specific scenarios. Today, we are going to be working on syllables. Do you hear sometimes in any language, there's a pause between each word, or even within the word, there are pauses as well? So, let me clap one out for you so you can get an idea. Crayon. This has a space in the middle of the word. Crayon. You can hear it when you're saying the words and the phrases. It creates flow within each sentence that you're saying and within each specific phrase. A syllable specifically is a part of a word or a word in itself that has a vowel sound. So each space that has a vowel sound will most likely have a syllable. There are 6 types of syllables in the English language. We're going to be going over all of them in this lesson, but just for now, I want to list them off for you. First, we have a closed syllable, then we have an open syllable, then we have a vowel consonant E syllable, we have a vocal team syllable, a vocal R syllable, and a consonant LE syllable. Those are the 6 syllables in the English language. So now we're going to do an exercise so you can really learn how to use a syllable yourself and how to really integrate it into your speaking. When paying attention to syllables, it will really help with the flow and enunciation of each word and phrase that you're trying to put across. We're going to demonstrate each syllable by clapping them out. For example, the word you, that's one. But then therefore, how many do you think that is? I'll let you think about it. Considering that you sounds like this, you. Now we have therefore. Can you hear a space anywhere in there? It would be therefore. That's a great example of how to clap out a syllable. Now we're going to be focusing on phrases and small paragraphs. I want you to clap them out as we go. I'll tell you when I'm going to read first and when you should pause the video, read through the paragraph on the PDF provided to you, that is for class 2. We're going to start off with a closed syllable. These syllables are ones that are bordered by consonants. For example, the word bed, B-E-D. Bed starts with a B, which is a consonant. The second letter is an E, which is a vowel, and the third letter is a D, bed. How many syllables do you think are in bed? There is 1 syllable in the word bed. Now, let's try a couple other words. Mother. Now you try one. Brother. 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 2 syllables, same as mother. Can you hear how when we speak, we have the spaces between the words and specific areas within them along with the whole phrase? So, now we're going to start to clap out some longer phrases. Mother gave her brother a basket of shrimp. See how we can clap out an entire phrase? Mother gave her brother a basket of shrimp. Okay, so now we're at the point where this is going to get very confusing. We're moving on to the ED section, as in walked, lived, talked, things like that. So we're going to be speaking about how these differ from the rest when talking in regards to syllables. When you have 2 or more consonant letters followed by a short vowel, it typically is going to end in ED. But what you don't know is that we don't clap it out. For example, we don't say walked as walked. This is because of this rule, because it's spelt W-A-L-K-E-D. See how after the A, those are 2 consonants after the first short vowel. That means that the ED is not a separate syllable. It's just walked. It's not walked. Do you see the difference? So one major thing, especially for people from the South America region, I've noticed when teaching all of you that this can be a problem, is you'll say, I talked to them, or I walked to the store. No, I walked to the store. I talked to them. See the difference? It's important to really focus on this because for all of you that do say walked, talked, it's okay, but it is not proper, and we need to fix it because that will help reduce your accent. Now we're moving on to our open syllable section. This is when the vowel in the word is long and spelt with no other vowel. For example, we have the word title, table, even though there's an E at the end, it is silenced, music, future. These are all examples of open syllables with long vowels. We will not see a consonant closing in these syllables. There are a few exceptions to this rule. For example, pronouns are considered open syllables. So he, she, they, them, but you don't really need to know this, and it's not necessarily important in regards to reducing your accent. It is important in regards to learning proper grammar, but to just reduce your accent, just understand how these words are pronounced and what syllables are. That's the basis of today's lesson. Anyways, let's go back and clap out some of these open syllables. I want you to do it first. Future, future. Go ahead and clap it out on your own. Future, future. Now, table, 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 table. 2 syllables, same with future. Now, title, 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 title. 2 syllables, same as the rest. That is the open syllable concept. Now we're all set with open syllables. We can move on to the next section. Next up, we have our vowel consonant E syllable, aka the magic E syllable. The vowel is long. It's spelt with 1 consonant, 1 vowel, and then the E at the end. But make sure that you understand the E at the end is silent, so you will not be pronouncing it. These are words that contain a long vowel with a single letter and a single consonant, and then, of course, the silent E. Let me show you some examples. Tile, take, whale, rake. These are all examples of a magic E syllable. Now we're going to clap out a phrase. The whale was near the Cape in June. I want you to pause the video now and go ahead and clap this out, and then when you're ready, start the video up again and I'll go over the answer. Okay, so you've clapped it out on your own. The whale was near the Cape in June. The whale was near the Cape in June. Now I'm going to do it at native speed. The whale was near the Cape in June. See how we have rhythm coming into play? We're not focusing on rhythm yet. That will be in a few classes from now, but it's important to recognize that syllables are the start of understanding how to separate specific sounds. By doing this, your accent really can be reduced, and then we can really push you more into a neutral form. Okay, on to the next type of syllable, the vowel team syllable. This is a long vowel sound followed by a short vowel sound, followed by a diphthong vowel sound. These typically use 2 to 4 letters to spell the word, and diphthongs OU, OW, so ow and ow, and OI and OY, oi, are included. Let's go over a couple specific words together. Boil, paid, seat, boating, right, and rescue. Now I'm going to give you another phrase. I want you to pause the video once it pops up on your screen and to clap it out on your own. This is important because it really makes sure that you understand what syllables are. Okay, so this phrase is kind of funky, but I'll read it off to you. The boy paid to go boating and had a boil right on his cheek. Go ahead and pause the video and clap it out. Okay, let's go over it together. The boy paid to go boating and had a boil right on his cheek. Let me do it a little quicker. The boy paid to go boating and had a boil right on his cheek. One more time. The boy paid to go boating and had a boil right on his cheek. See how we're really getting the rhythm now? Similar to the last one. Now, let me just quickly review some vowel teams that use consonant letters. Two words that I want to share with you are daughter and caught. Hear how they sound like they have an AW in there? Daughter. It really doesn't. D-A-U-G-H-T-E-R is how it's spelled. Caught. It sounds like it's caught, right? C-A-W-T or something like that. It's not. C-A-U-G-H-T is how you spell caught. These are the differences in some of these types of vowels. Next, we have the vowel sounds that are the O-U-G-H, as in drought. Do you hear how it sounds like an O-W? It really is an O-U-G-H. D-R-O-U-G-H-T. Drought. Next, we have the I-G-H, as in sigh, and bright. These are great examples with how vowels can work together to make specific sounds. Next, we have the silent A-L, as in chalk and talk. You don't pronounce the L in chalk. You don't say chalk, and you don't say talk. You say chalk and talk. It kind of sounds like C-O-K, chalk, and talk kind of sounds like T-O-K or T-A-K, but it's really not. You can also make sure that you're following along with the PDF that we have given you for Class 2. It's really important that you take a look at it as I'm going through. Feel free to print it off, write some notes down, and if you have any questions, be sure to write them down as well. Next up, we have our vowel RR controlled syllables. This is a vowel followed by an R. Here are some examples for when an R follows an A. Sharp and farm. When the R follows the E, you have germ, feather, and tiger. When the O is followed by an R, you have words like story, short, and corn. And finally, when the R has a U before it, you can have words like turtle, nurse, and purple. Let me clap a few of these out for you so you can understand a little bit better. Turtle, short, nurse, corn. Now, there's going to be 3 words that pop up on your screen. I want you to clap them out, and then, after you do, I'll repeat them. Okay, let's clap them out. Tiger, circle, birthday. Now, I'm going to just tap them so you can see, and I'm going to say it at native speed. Tiger, birthday, circle. See how they're a bit quicker with native speed? This is because we don't leave a giant space between each syllable, but it's just natural for us. If you can slow down, fix any speech errors that you find within there, any slight pronunciation errors, and then you speed it up, you'll be able to really improve on your accent. Finally, we have our consonant LE syllable. These are only found at the end of words and typically only words with 2 syllables. Let me give you an example. Double, triple. See how there's 2 syllables and it ends with a LE? As you can see on your PDF, there is a list of a bunch of different ones that you can go over, as in puzzle, eagle, double, triple. You can read these through. Go ahead and pause the video if you'd like, or read them later. I'm not going to read them all off for you, but I do think it's important that you take a look. Now we're going to go over a phrase that you can practice. The phrase is, the turtle had sparkle and shuffled to the maple tree. This has multiple consonant LE vowel types in it. I know it sounds silly, but it is really important. So let's do it one more time. The turtle had sparkle and shuffled to the maple tree. Let me do it a little quicker. The turtle had sparkle and shuffled to the maple tree. So now I'm going to have you pause the video and please clap it out. The turtle had sparkle and shuffled to the maple tree. The turtle had sparkle and shuffled to the maple tree. Now let me do it a little bit quicker. The turtle had sparkle and shuffled to the maple tree. Okay, now at a native speed. The turtle had sparkle and shuffled to the maple tree. Now you try with me. The turtle had sparkle and shuffled to the maple tree. Do you see how syllables can really separate words and really create flow and rhythm in regards to your sentences? Great job, everyone. So now you've learned all the different types of syllables and how to clap them out and how important it is to really implement these tools into your English learning. It's okay to slow down because sometimes when we slow down in life, it allows us to really analyze where things are going wrong, and then we can take those out, speed it up, and then we're back to fluency and proper speaking techniques. Also, please don't feel like you need to memorize all these different types of syllables. I know it's a lot. The main concept of today is just for you to break down the words, understand how things like walked are not pronounced walked and talked, and learn how to pronounce things like sparkle and separate out your words into different sounds. That's the main thing, because when you break things down like this, we can really get in the nitty-gritty, fix up any errors, and then you're good. So thank you so much for watching today's video. As always, please pause and rewind on any areas that you feel you need to rewatch. You can rewatch this video as many times as you'd like. Thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. And make sure you practice, practice, practice. That's the biggest thing with learning another language. You just need to practice. All right, I'll see you in lesson 3. Have a great day, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good night.